At 11, coverage you can count on.
Good evening, I'm Michelle Carolla. Thanks for joining us. Bob Juback is off tonight. Well, Dillon County authorities continue to search for answers in what they're calling a homicide case after the bodies of an elderly couple were found yesterday. The husband and wife were found inside their home on Sparrow Drive in Hamer. Sheriff Hulan says a family member stopped by the home and saw them lying on the floor. Today, the coroner's office identifies them as 84-year-old Walter Swainer and his 80-year-old wife, Mary. The Swainers are the third and fourth homicides reported in Dillon County this year, and all victims were older than 60. Now, investigators aren't saying how or why they think the couple died, but as News 13's Samantha Shepard reports, those who live nearby can't believe they're gone.
The discovery of
Now, again, the cause of their deaths wasn't released. If you know any information, though, call the Dillon County Sheriff's Office. Well, unfortunately, this case isn't the only case. There were several cases like it in the past few years when authorities say people killed older citizens. Before this latest incident, there was the brutal murders of 75-year-old Geraldine Scott in 2007 and 69-year-old Willie Mae Hayes in 2008, 61-year-old Veronica Miranda in April, and 75-year-old Mary Alice Stutz in August, all in the PD. And some local lawmakers say enough is enough. Now, they want to pass a bill called Jerry's Law, which would severely punish those who kill elderly people, even with the opportunity for the death penalty. Now, though the bill, named after victim Geraldine Scott, failed to pass last year, lawmakers hope the continuing pattern of violence against the elderly will highlight the need for stiffer penalties for those who target them. Representative Chris Crawford of Florence is one of the sponsors of the bill. One person was shot in Loris and taken to the hospital. Horry County Police Lieutenant Bob Carr says the shooting happened around 5:30 this evening outside the Mount Vernon grocery store, which is outside of Loris on Red Bluff Road. Now, Lieutenant Carr says the injured man was taken to Loris Hospital with a gunshot wound to the leg. He says the shooter left the scene and there are no other details, but the case remains under investigation. Of course, count on News 13 and scnow.com to keep you covered on this story. Investigators in the upstate say 2 children, both under a year old, tested positive for marijuana and cocaine. Now their mother is in jail, charged with 2 counts of unlawful conduct towards a child, and her 2 children are in the custody of their grandmother. News 13 network reporter Elizabeth Owens reports. Well, that was Elizabeth Owens reporting. Now, the mother, Teresa Edwards, is still in jail. Her mother tells us because of the financial strain with Christmas, she can't afford her daughter's bond. Teresa Edwards has 2 other children, according to her mother. They were not part of the investigation. Well, a Conway attorney faces 2 charges. He exposed himself twice while at his law office. Warrants filed last month by police show 49-year-old J.M. Buddy Long is charged with 2 counts of indecent exposure. One incident in the report states Long exposed himself to a woman taking a smoke break at a nearby restaurant. You can read more on scnow.com. A North Carolina woman is behind bars accused of hijacking a Richmond County patrol car and leading authorities on a 4-mile chase. Frandy Chavard tells us more. Well, Colonel Powell says this case will go to internal affairs. Now, a recommendation will be made whether the deputy in the case needs to be suspended or sent to the review board. Well, Sun Cruise Casinos in Little River is no longer operating. Nevada Gold, who was providing management services, made the announcement. Nevada Gold is in discussions with Sun Cruise owner Oceans Casino Cruises to possibly purchase some assets. A press release on the Nevada Gold website said Sun Cruise stopped operating a week ago. The check is in the mail for thousands of unemployed people across the state. They were waiting for checks for emergency extension funds from the federal government. News 13 network reporter Melissa Kenny reports. Well, the ESC says right now it's taking a couple of days to process those extensions. So if you filed at the end of last week, your check was cut Saturday. Now, if you filed Monday, it'll likely be cut by tomorrow. As of today, 23,000 checks were mailed. Well, a South Carolina fire station which removed a nativity display following a complaint put it back up after adding other holiday decorations. The Charleston Fire Department announced today one of its stations modified its holiday display to comply with U.S. Supreme Court rulings. The station added a menorah, a Kwanzaa Kinara, Santa Claus, elves, and reindeer. Chief Thomas Carr Jr. says the change makes it clear the display celebrates the holiday season, and the nativity scene is just one part of it. The Wisconsin-based Freedom from Religion Foundation sent a letter asking the display to be removed because it promoted one religion. It was taken down late last week in response. Well, Christmas came a few days early for hundreds of Georgetown County residents. The Salvation Army, through its Angel Tree program and the Marine Corps Toys for Tots, helped distribute toys and food to nearly 300 families in Georgetown this morning. With donations of toys, money, and food, the Salvation Army was able to help 1,000 children this Christmas. Some people who once donated never thought one day they would benefit from the same charities.
I dropped in every time I go and I drop the money in it. I see, these people are helping us at a time of need, and wherever change I got, I drop it. Keep dropping it in the little bells. Keep it.
Local schools also helped donate food and money to the Salvation Army to help with today's giveaway. Well, officials with Palmetto Health are advising people to not overeat this holiday season. They say visits to the emergency room due to food-related illness increase during the holidays. People with acid reflux, lactose intolerance, and irritable bowel syndrome are generally most affected by binge eating. Gastroenterologist Dr. Raj Vasudeva says that certain types of foods worsen symptoms.
Cough.
Now, the doctor says spicy and tomato-based foods such as pizza and pasta can also worsen symptoms in Lanjuina's office. He says it's okay to enjoy your favorite foods as long as it's done in moderation. Additionally, over-the-counter H2 blockers such as Zantac and Pepcid can help reduce the symptoms. Well, stay right there. Frank is coming back with your most accurate holiday forecast and what to expect if you're planning to hit the roads. And the Garden City priest loses in the final round of $1 million poker tournament. Find out what happened and how much he did win. And the parents of the infamous balloon boy face a judge tomorrow to receive their sentencing after admitting the whole thing was a hoax. That and more when coverage you can count on continues. Welcome back. This is News 13 at 11. Well, the local poker-playing priest lost the $1 million top prize in a poker tournament, but Father Andrew Trapp of St. Michael Catholic Church in Garden City Beach says that he hopes his participation in the PokerStars.net $1 Million Challenge presents a positive, youthful image of the priesthood. The 28-year-old Aiken native says he hopes people can see priests can have fun and live normal lives. He says he learned Texas Hold'em in seminary. Retired New York Police Detective Mike Kosowski won the $1 million top prize. Now, Trapp won $100,000, though, in a semifinal round, which he says will go for the church building fund. Well, a group of women is helping out for the holidays in Florence. In tonight's Positively Carolina report, the Sisterhood Society called the Black Stiletto Club brought holiday cheer to 3 families in Florence today. The 9 ladies of the newly formed social club came together and personally donated a total of $300 to buy toys and clothes to give 10 children a Merry Christmas. They made deliveries around Florence decked out in Santa hats and, of course, black stilettos.
Because I want every little kid to be happy for Christmas, and I know, with the recession and parents can't afford things, I would like to give back and help.
The women found the families through the Department of Social Services. And a group of men spread some holiday cheer along the Grand Strand. The gospel quartet called Mixed Creeds visited 6 different assisted living facilities today, singing for the residents. We caught up with them at Myrtle Beach Estates. Residents and organizers say they were just happy to hear Christmas songs, and it helped to get them in the holiday spirit. Well, Christmas is almost here, and we can help you follow Santa Claus as he makes his deliveries Christmas Eve. Go to scnow.com and enter the keyword Santa. There you can sign up for special text alerts to let you know where Santa is that night. And remember, while the text messages are free, some cell service providers may still charge a fee. Well, welcome back. You're watching News 13 at 11. The sweeping health care reform bill cleared a major hurdle in the Senate. The vote went strictly down party lines. 58 Democrats and the 2 independents voted yes. Every one of the 40 Republicans voted no. Joel Brown brings us the latest from Washington, D.C.
President Obama.
Well, crews are still working to bring power to thousands of homes in North Carolina, and tonight there could be dangerous ice on the roads. Melissa Keeney is in Hendersonville, North Carolina, where thousands are still without power. Melissa?
From the plows pushing their way through